So let's start today's chapter. Today's chapter is today's date, day 13. Make all your wishes come true. Okay, so how we can make our wishes come true? Today's chapter is going to guide us step by step how to fulfill our wishes, how to manifest our dreams. And Rishti, you are reading the chapter today?
Yes. Ma'am, I have to read second.
We'll see. Either you read or we'll see. We'll see, or you can read tomorrow. Okay. I have to mute everyone. So, Vrishti, you can unmute yourself.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as we look into this picture, the picture which is, there's a big jacket, and the jacket has a dream list, and wherever this person goes wearing the jacket, the dream list is there with the person, and it looks like an magical jacket, but because it's so big. So our dreams are really important for us, and today's chapter is going to guide us how to fulfill our dreams, how to manifest our dreams. And we can do it. There's nobody else who's responsible for it, because the dreams are there. It's you who have to go and, feel it. It's there, right there, waiting for you to manifest. Okay. So let's start reading the chapter.
Imagination is the true magic carpet. Norman Vincent Peale, 1898 to 1993 writer.
Please read the first para.
Yeah. If you have been following the magical practices day by day, you have now built an amazing foundation by practicing gratitude for everything you have received and continue to receive in your life. But today is an exciting day.
One second. Please read properly. Receive and continue to receive in your
Like
what?
in your life.
Yeah.
But today is an exciting day because you are going to begin to use gratitude's magical power for your dreams and desires.
So we'll pause here. So the first line says, imagination is the true magic carpet. What is a magic carpet? Do you remember anything when you hear this word magic carpet? Write it on the chat. Have you heard of a magic carpet in any movie or a storybook or anywhere else? Have you heard of it? Aladdin, yes. And so what did the magic carpet do? So Aladdin would sit on the carpet, and wherever he would say, by the click of the fingers, he would say, okay, carpet, take me to the moon. It would take him to the moon. Take me to the stars. Make me a prince. It would take him to a palace. So that is how, that's why it was called a magic carpet. And we also have this magic carpet with us. What is that magic carpet? Imagination, visualization. So today we are going to learn how to imagine and visualize and make our dreams come true. The more and more you can imagine, the more and more you can visualize, the more and more real that thing becomes for you. And you feel it more and more real, because for anything to happen in our life, first it happens in our inner world of imagination, and then it actually happens. So once your mind has accepted it through the power of imagination, then it automatically happens in the outside world, and that is what we call magics. Okay, so imagination is a very important thing through which we can achieve and fulfill our dreams. But the only thing this chapter is saying us is, Rhonda Byrne is telling us, the author is telling us, is that I am assuming that you're following all the 12 magical practices day by day. You followed it religiously. You haven't skipped any of the practices. And if you have done that, then you've actually built a foundation by practicing gratitude for everything you've received and continue to receive in your life. But today is a very, very important and exciting day, because what are we? So on day 0, we wrote all our dreams, right? Today we are going to select from them and pick up 10 dreams and use the power of gratitude for manifesting those dreams and desires for us. Let's continue. How do we do it? Let's continue reading. Yeah.
Yes. Hundreds of native cultures through the centuries have traditionally given thanks for what they want before they receive it, creating elaborate ceremonies to put
One second.
as
Vrishti, creating elaborate ceremonies.
creating elaborate ceremonies to put as much energy as they could into giving thanks. The Egyptians have celebrated the flooding of the Nile River since ancient times to ensure the continual flow of water in the river. American Indians and Australian Aborigines perform
Origins, origins.
origins perform rain dances. Various African tribes perform ceremonies for their food before they hunt for it, and the very nature of prayer in every culture and religion is giving thanks before having received what is desired.
Yes, please pause here. So you must have heard about these different cultures which prevailed in the Egyptians when, they actually celebrated before the rains came, and the Nile River, which is the longest river, was flooded. So before anything happened, they actually paid their gratitude and they did the celebrations before only, as if they've already got it. So this was followed, this is called mass gratitude. This was followed by so many cultures. The American Indians, which are very famous, the Australian Aborigines, they performed rain dances, and to the extent that, you know, so most of these tribes, they used to earn their livelihood by farming. Agriculture was the main thing for them. And to the extent that, so there is one story which I had read, that there's one place where the rains had not come. The place was not receiving rainfall since 2 3 years, and the land had completely dried up. So the elders of the village, what they decide is that let's go and pray to the rain god, and let's do some dance and celebrate, and some ceremonies, so as to please the rain god. So so all the elders, the youngsters, the teenagers, and there was a small kid who was also going with them. And to everyone's surprise, he was carrying an umbrella with him. So the elders and the people who were going with, they all were going together. One of them asked the child, why are you carrying an umbrella? He said, I know the rain is going to be there. So to protect myself, I'm carrying this umbrella. So look at the faith and trust he had. Like that, if we have written our dreams, and today we are going to write our dreams, so have that faith that the dreams are right there. So all of you do one thing, just put your right palm in front of your eyes, as I'm doing it on the screen. Put your right palm in front of your face, in front of your eyes, and look closely at the right palm and see the lines, the fingers, the size of the fingers, the thumbs. Look at your palms very closely. You can feel your palm as real as it can be. Similarly, your dreams are as real as they can be. Just as your palm is real, your dreams are real. You just have to go and just receive your dreams. They are just right there. How? By just being grateful to all what you have and doing all the magical practices that this book is telling us to do. The dreams are as real as our palms are. Okay. And how do we do it? By the power of imagination. So what does the law of attraction say? Let's read.
The law of attraction says that like attracts like, which means you must form in your mind a likeness or an image of what you want. Then, to attract your desire to you, you have to feel as though it's yours. So that how you feel is also like how you would feel when you had what you wanted. The easiest way to do that is to be grateful for what you want before you have received it. If it never occurred to you before to use gratitude to receive what you want, you have now discovered another of its magical power. The very words in the
Holy scriptures promise exactly that. Whoever has
scripture
gratitude now will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance. So we'll pause here. So what does the law of attraction says? When we saw the Secret movie, the movie spoke about the law of attraction in different ways, that like attracts like. Whatever you feel, whatever you think, it happens. It becomes real, and you manifest that. Whatever you give, it comes back to you. Whatever goes around comes around. So now the chapter is trying to tell us that how can we make possible for our dreams to be real. First and foremost is that in your mind's eye you have to form an image. Everyone understands a picture, a real picture, as if, supposing you have seen a picture of a mountain and the sun rising from just behind the mountain. The sunrise, it's so beautiful. Most of you must have seen it. Okay, yes, no? Have you seen the sunrise in a mountain, in a hilly region? Have you seen the sun coming? Yes, lovely. So then that image is there in your mind. So it feels very real right now. Also, if I tell you to shut your eyes and remember that, you can really remember it. So like that, you have to create a real image in front of your eyes in your mind. And then the second step is to attract your desire to you. You have to feel as though you've already received. It's yours. And so how you feel is also like how you would feel when you had what you wanted. So what is the easiest way? The chapter tells us is the easiest way to do that is to just be grateful, just be thankful. Say thanks before only when you are visualizing as if you've already got. So saying thanks before the universe understands, and the mind also understands, and the cells in the body also understand that you have already received it. Okay, so the very words in the Holy Scriptures promise that whoever has gratitude now in this present moment will be given more in the future, and he or she will have an abundance. Abundance means that you will get more than what you require. Okay, but the only thing what is required is to be grateful. See, gratitude is written in block letters. So and now and in the future is italicized, right? So you really have to understand what the chapter is trying to tell you, what these lines are trying to tell you. And these lines we have been reading quite often, many places. Yeah. So let's read. Gratitude is something.
Gratitude is something you must have before you can receive, not something that you simply do after something good has happened. Most people are grateful after you receive something good, but to make all your wishes come true and change your entire life by feeling it with riches in every area, you must be grateful before and after.
Yeah. So now we are all ready to enter into the third week of our magic book journey from tomorrow. So the level of gratitude is becoming one level up. Every chapter is taking us to one level up. Supposing, just imagine you're climbing up the ladder and there are 28 steps in the ladder, and one step taken, second step taken, third step taken, you'd reach closer to your destination. Okay, so like that, I mean, this book only talks about one emotion, which is gratitude, which is above the line in the feeling chart. Everybody remembers the feeling chart? It's above
Yes.
the line, to be grateful, to be excited, to be happy, to be joyful. And gratitude is the second last from the topmost. The first is love. So, I mean, just one emotion we need to understand. So sometimes to understand gratitude, we need to be happy. Most important is not sometimes, but most important is we need to be happy and joyful and excited. Okay. So most important thing what you need to remember is that you be grateful, you express your thankfulness before your wishes come true. If you do that, then magics will appear in your life by the click of the finger. Like how Aladdin had a magic carpet, we also have the magic carpet. What is the magic carpet? The power of imagination, the power of gratitude. Okay, so and also remember, always remember, if you've got a magic through the power of gratitude, you have told thanks before you've actually received it. And then after you receive, it's very important for you to say thank you and give the reason also. Please continue.
Yes. Through the act of being sincerely grateful for receiving your desire beforehand, you immediately form an image in your mind that you have it. If you feel as though you have it and you are fulfilling your path, if you continue to hold to that image and feeling, you will magically receive your desire. You won't know how you will receive it, and it is not your job to figure it out. You don't try to figure out how gravity is going to keep you on the ground when you go for a walk. Do you trust and know that when you go for a walk, the law of gravity will keep you firmly on the ground.
One second.
Likewise,
Prishti, read this line again. What is this word? Firmly.
firmly
Firmly on the ground. And
firmly
are you
on the
putting your face inside the mic? Just move your face little away from the mic. Yeah, please continue.
yeah likewise you must trust and
Read
know
this line
that
again now, Vrishti. You trust and
okay
know.
you trust and know that when you go for a walk the law of gravity will keep you fir-
Firmly on the ground.
firmly on the ground. Likewise you must trust and know that when you are grateful for what you want will be magically moved to you because it is the law of the universe.
This is the very, very important para which we just read, that if you are being grateful for receiving your desire as though you have already received it beforehand, and you form an image, first you be grateful and you form an image, or you form an image and be grateful, whatever you can do. And then it doesn't end there. You have to continue to practice and hold that image and feeling. Most important is first create a picture, then feel as if though you've already got it. And not only do it for one day, it doesn't end there. You have to continue till you receive your desires, till your dreams become true. Okay, and you won't know how you will receive it. The how is not your thing. You have to just write what you want and why you want. Only that you have to define. Okay, the how, if your mind starts thinking, okay, if I want to get 96% marks in my board exams, or if I want to get 96% marks or 95 in my English exam, how is it possible? Last time I got just 60, 65. How is it possible? If you question the universe, you will never manifest your dreams. It may take years and years. You can keep on visualizing, but you will never be able to receive it. You will never be able to fulfill your wishes. You have to just think this, that what you want and the reason why you want. That's it. The how, and just allow it to happen. The how is the domain of the universe. It's none of your business. Because have you ever thought that if you, just now if I tell you to get up from wherever you are and start walking, does that thought come in your mind whether the law of gravity will hold me? Yes, no?
Yes.
Does that come in your mind that the law of gravity will hold you? Have you understood the question? No, because that is the law. That is the law, na? You don't have to think that. You know that you will be held. You know that you will be able to walk. You will not fly. Because that is the law of gravity. Like that, the law of attraction is also working on you every time. And you know, you trust that when you go for a walk, the law of gravity will keep you firmly on the ground. That connection of Mother Earth and you is always there. You're always supported by the earth, by Mother Earth. That's why she's called Mother, na? And so similarly, you must trust and know that when you are grateful for what you want, please everybody understand this before we go further. If you haven't, then please stop me here only so that I can explain to you again. So like the law of gravity, you know that you have trust in the law of gravity. Similarly, the law of attraction is always working, because how that if you are grateful for what you want, the law, you become like a magnet. You will magnetically move to your dreams and desires towards you. Why? Because not the book is saying, not the author is saying, it's the law. It's the law of the universe. The laws are absolute. The laws are profound. The law is a law. Okay, nobody can change the laws. It's a universal law. This law is not made by man. This law is not made by humans. This law has been created by the universe. And the universe is what? The God, the spirit, the soul. All this is the universe. Okay. So, only thing what you need to do is, what are the steps? First you ask for whatever you want, then create an image in your mind. Once the image is created, how do you go into the depth of it? By feeling it as though you have already received it. Okay, so Kashvi, do you want to read? Kashvi, would you like to read? Okay, thank you Vrishti for reading the chapter.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Kashvi, you can unmute yourself, and Vrishti, can you please mute yourself? Kashvi?
Yeah.
Kashvi, make sure that you read little slowly and clearly. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, you can start. What do you most want right now? Yes.
At the beginning of this book, I asked you to get really clear about what you want in every area of your life. If you didn't do that earlier, now is the time to do it. Go to the list you created now and choose your top 10 desires for this magical practice. You can select 10 desires from different areas of your life, such as money, health, home, and relationships. Or you might want to choose 10 desires in one area you really want to change, such as work or success. Be very clear and specific about what you most want so that you can see the changes magically happen from this practice. Imagine you are putting in a magic order with the universe for your top 10 desires because, in truth, by using the law of attraction, that's exactly what you are doing.
We'll pause.
Sit down at the
We'll pause here. So very, very important, this step, what is explained in this para, that on day 0, we all have written our dreams. Yes, no, in the different areas, in the area of relationship, money, health, home, exams, marks, career, everybody has written, yes. Okay, so you have that list with you, right, in your gratitude journal. So now from that list, you are going to choose 10 desires. You could choose from different areas, or you can choose from one area. That the choice is yours. Okay, my suggestion is choose from all the areas. The top 10 dreams that you want to be fulfilled, that you want to receive in your life. And how do you write it? You have to be very, very clear and specific. I'm going to explain, and the chapter is also going to explain that what does being specific means. What is it? That first you have to write what you want and write why you want. Okay? The why is very important here, because it drives your dreams, and your dreams will become true. For example, supposing if there's a small child, you must have seen a small child, or you remember your own childhood, that when you wanted something and you would ask your parents to give it, I mean, you want that thing, every parent will try to give his or her child whatever best they can. Okay, so like that, we are the children of the universe. The universe always wants us to get whatever we desire and dream. Only thing what the universe is asking is to be thankful, to be grateful, not what you want, but whatever you have. Just remember this one thing throughout your life. Right now, you are really lucky to have this information in such an easy way, which is made available to you. Thanks to Rhonda for giving us this information. And this book, which is there, and we are so lucky to read this book together, to travel this journey together. So, I mean, just think that what does this, it means that be clear and specific about most what you want, so that you can see the changes magically happen from this practice. So let's take an example. If you're going in a restaurant and you're ordering, what will you say? When you go to a restaurant to eat, what will you say? Will you go and say, I'm feeling very hungry, just get whatever you want? Will you tell the waiter, the person who comes to take your order, will you place an order like that? Or will you say that please get maybe Mexican dish for me, and if you're getting Mexican, then please get lasagna, please get enchiladas. Or if you want to order Italian, so just you will say that, okay, I want this pizza with this topping. It could be a cheese burst pizza, or you will just say get any pizza you want. No, you will be very specific in ordering. Like that, the universe also wants clear and specific instructions. The universe also likes clarity, and the universe also loves if you are being specific. So first is, what do you want and why do you want? And everything you will now write in present tense as if you've already got. So now we'll read this example. There are 10 examples how you can write your dreams. And this is the structure, how each one of you will write your dreams, the top 10 desires now. Okay, everyone. So just listen to it carefully while the reader is reading, and you also read with the reader. Yeah.
Sit down at the computer or with a pen and journal and create a separate list of your top 10 desires in the following week, as though you received them. Thank you, thank you, thank you for dash and fill in the blank with your desire as though you've received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for the high marks in my exam results, which got me into the exact college I wanted. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the great news that we are having a baby.
Yes. Where are you, Kashvi?
Am I finished the page? Oh yeah,
Oh, there is one more, na? Thank you, thank you, thank you. For our dream home.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you for our dream home, which is everything we wanted it to have down to the last detail.
Yeah, so these 3 points, if you are sure about the cutoff, the percentage of the college you wanted, so you can mention the college. Some of you who will be giving your 10th board exams, or will be giving your 12th board exams, you can just mention the percentage which you feel is applicable for that college which you want your admission to be. Okay. And also when your dream home, which is everything you wanted to the last detail, so you can write down the details of how many rooms you want, what kind of furniture you want, what kind of flooring you would be wanting, how many people will stay with you, how many house help you want, everything you can define. The more you define, the more you will be able to imagine, the more clarity will be there, and the more faster you will be able to manifest your dreams. Is everything understood, everyone? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's read the further points. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for the amazing phone call with my dad that has improved our relationship. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the medical results that show I am all clear and healthy again. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the unexpected money I received, which is the exact amount I need for my European trip. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the doubling of our sales figures this month. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the ideas that won us our biggest client yet. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my perfect partner. Thank you, thank you, thank you for how easy and effortless our move was.
So yes, so this one, that if you're going for a holiday and you want some specific exact amount, if you are sure, so this one, thank you, thank you, thank you for the unexpected money I received, which is the exact amount I needed for my European trip. You can also define that, which, if the cities are clear, the cities which you want to visit, and how many days you want to go for the trip, and with whom. So then it will really, it will become as real as you can make it. You will actually feel, and you'll be really excited for the trip, because you are imagining the people whom you will go with, the cities which you will go, and you will go into the details. When you're setting up the itinerary of the trip, when if you've selected the cities, then you would like to visit, and go in deep into the understanding of what places will you see in the city. So supposing you want to go to Switzerland, so you would like to see the Lindt factory, the chocolate factory, and just make it real that you're going and seeing how the chocolate is made, and you're tasting every chocolate. So then your more and more senses you are engaging, the more and more real it becomes. Okay. Is everybody understanding this? Does it make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So it's not that these are your dreams. Your dreams are your dreams, which are unique. Each one of you have your dreams, but the structure will be this only. Everyone, please understand the structure. You have to start with thank you, thank you, thank you for whatever, and never write it in future tense. Write it in present tense only, as if you've already got it. Okay. So, I mean, if there is time, we'll do a short visualization today of how you can imagine your dreams. Yeah, please continue reading, writing.
Writing thank you 3 times in a row is a powerful thing to do because it prevents you from throwing the words away and increases your focus on of gratitude. Saying thank you 3 times is also a magical formula because it is the mathematical number of all new creation in the universe. For example, it takes one male and one female to create a baby. The male, female, and baby, total 3, completing a new creation. The same rule of 3 applies to the creation of everything in the universe, including the creation of your desires. And so, when you say thank you 3 times in a row, you are using the magic number of creation and the secret magic formula.
Yes, so the first step is saying thank you 3 times. You know what? The universe talks to us through numbers. And every number has a frequency, every number has a vibration of its own. And number 3 is a very auspicious number. Even when we do yoga, we chant Om 3 times. Even when we chant a mantra, at the end of the mantra, we say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Even when we talk about the creation process, we talk of the trinity of gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. You know, in the Hindu mythology, we speak Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the one who preserves, and Mahesh, Shiva is the one who takes care, you know, who takes care of everything. So, I mean, many people associate Shiva as the destroyer, but I would not connect with that, because Shiva is the one who helps us to manifest things in our life. Okay, so this example is given that it takes one male, one female to create a baby. The male, female, and a baby, total 3, completing a new creation. So even when we go to the temple, we ring the bell 3 times, isn't it? How many of you have observed this? Yes, no? Do we ring the bell 3 times? Write it on the chat. Yes, no, if you have observed this and you've been doing it. Nobody?
And can you repeat what you said? You were hang and you had gone black.
Acha, sorry. So what I'm saying is, how many of you have observed this, that when you go to the temple, you ring the bell thrice? Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay. I think there was this internet connection was unstable. Yeah. My video is still black. The screen is black.
No, ma'am.
Okay, lovely. So yes, so 3 is a very auspicious number. Hence, we are going to say, and we always say thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, so when you're writing your dreams, specifically, you will start the sentence with writing thank you 3 times. What is the second step? The second step of make all your wishes come true involves, continue reading, Kashvi.
Yeah, ma'am, 1 second. Come to involve saturating your desires with even more gratitude. You can complete the second step at any time during the day today, either at the same time as listing your top 10 desires or intermittently throughout the day. To saturate your desires with gratitude's magical power, begin with the first desire on your list and using your imagination mentally answer the following questions as though you received your desire. What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Who was the first person you told when you received your desire? How did you tell them? What is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much as detail as you can in your mind.
So yes, so
Finally,
now the process begins, that once you have written your top 10 desires, it says that you can write it on a computer. But my suggestion is, as we are writing everything in the gratitude journal, the day 0 also we've written all our dreams there. So now also you can just write today, today's date. If you're writing it tomorrow, tomorrow's date, date 13, and all your wishes. Top 10 dream list, you make the heading, and then start writing 1, 2, 3, 4, and do a concentrated practice. Don't be in a hurry, and most important is just ask for what you actually want. Don't be greedy over here. Very, very important, because the universe understands everything. Whatever you actually require right now, that only you're going to ask for. Okay, so then once you've listed your top all 10 desires, then you pick up one and start visualizing, start imagining, go into the details of it, feel it in your heart, visualize it in your every part of your body must feel it, you know, every cell of your body must understand that you are you. I mean, if you want it, you want and you want and you want, you just want it. I mean, you feel it's just right there. It's right there, and you've actually got it. You've actually received it. Your imagination should be so powerful that you feel that you've actually received it. Okay, so just now let's take an example. If I tell you that just now I'm giving you a choco cone, a chocolate cone ice cream. How many of you feel your mouth watering just now? How many of you feel your mouth watering when you hear of a chocolate ice cream cone? Yes, no? Yes? Only Kashvi, nobody else. Nobody else wants to eat a chocolate cone ice cream. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, yeah, no, you don't want to eat a choco cone. Okay, Drashti, you also know. Okay, okay. I mean, when you think of something which you really like, okay, one more example what I can give you is that just visualize, just imagine yourself biting on a bit of lime, a lemon. What happens? What is the result? What is happening when you just think, when somebody tells you that you're biting a lemon, what happens? What happens? Everybody write, what is happening? No, what do you feel in your mouth? Do you feel the increase of saliva in your mouth? Yes, no? The moment you hear this increase of saliva is there in your mouth. Yes, so the experience of biting a lemon is so powerful that even when you hear after, you must have you must have bitten on a lemon maybe 10 days, 1 month, 2 months back, or maybe years back, and the taste is still there, the experience is still there. Like that, your imagination must be so powerful, so real, as if you, and so you have to, this will come with practice. So what are the questions, so to go deeper into it, what are the questions that the chapter tells you? What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? Emotions, we read about it in the feeling chart. So naturally, to manifest things, you have to feel the emotions which are above the line, which are satisfaction, happiness, peace, joyfulness, gratitude, love. So you actually have to deliberately feel those emotions because you are thinking of your dreams. And remember, dreams are not those dreams which you see with your eyes shut. The true dreams are those dreams which don't let you sleep. Even if after writing your top 10 desires, anytime if somebody tells you or you yourself remember, you will not need to open the book. The dreams are so real that whether you're sitting, eating, thinking, standing, walking, sleeping, it is always there. It is always there that it's like your passion. It's always there. It's as real as you keep on feeling. Then only the dreams will become real. Okay, so the first question you need to ask is that how will you feel when you've received your desire? The second is, who is the first person you will tell when you've received your desire? Are you going to call that person? Are you going to personally meet that person? Or are you going to, just write to that person? How you are going to express, to communicate with the person, and who will be the first person whom you will, naturally when we are excited we want to share things, na? So that is what. And what is the third point? What is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? So supposing you had a desire, your desire, the top 10 desire, one of those desires is to go for a trip to Switzerland. And when somebody surprises you, you've been thinking since a long time, you've been visualizing, and then your parents tell you that, okay, we are planning to go for a holiday to Switzerland. And then you are excited. Wow, that was one of my dream list. I never mentioned it to my parents, but still it's becoming real. So you feel so excited and happy and joyous. And then, you call your friends, okay, now this holidays, we are going for a vacation to Switzerland. And then what will be the first thing? You will just go into the details of the places, and you'll do your homework, what shopping you will do, what places will you visit. And because now everything is available on Google, so it's very easy for us to search for things. So this is the way you will include as much detail as you can in your mind. And once your mind is fed with these details, it will become so real in your inner world. Then, I mean, it will become so real in your inner world that it will just reflect in your outside world. And then it actually, we say that it's magical. It's a miracle that has taken place. Please continue. So like that, one by
Finally,
one, you will go through all your dreams, not only one dream, all the 10 dreams you're going to go. And my suggestion is that if you feel like, just try it for yourself, because that works for me. I'm just sharing with you all that if you take 3 dreams, first just visualize those 3 top 10 dreams, and what you feel is that you really want it right now. And then visualize, once you fulfill those dreams, then go to the next 3 dreams, then next 3 dreams. And once you've got one dream, you will cancel it and it becomes 9, and again add one more, so it becomes 10 again. Okay, please continue.
finally, reread each desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you so that you feel them as much as you can. Move on to the second desire in your list and follow the same steps with each desire until you've completed all 10 desires. Spend at least 1 minute in each desire.
So it's written at least 1 minute. Don't be distracted by looking at the watch, the clock, that 1 minute is over or not, or you set up a timer. Don't do that. You take your time. That's why I told you just select 3 so that you have enough time. You can, I mean, time is always not on a linear scale. Time is on the vertical scale in the magical world. And if everybody understands that in the physical world where we are staying right now, we take time as linear, means it's 12 o'clock now, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So it goes on a horizontal line. But in the magical world, time is in the vertical line. There is no time, no space. That's the reason you manifest things faster over there. Okay, so don't think of the time. Take your time, whatever time. It's written 1 minute to make things easier for you. But I would suggest don't plan that I will just do for 1 minute only, because then there's a pressure in the mind, and then the process of imagination is, it's obstructed. You create a blockage in the process of imagination. Please continue.
If you want to do something that's really powerful and a lot of fun, you can also create a magic board where you attach pictures of your desires. Cut out the pictures and attach them to a board that's in a place where you will see it often. Place the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you in big bold letters on your magic board, or you can use your refrigerator as your magic board. If you have a family, you can create a magic board as a family project because children love it. Imagine that your magic board is truly magical and that whatever you place a picture of on your board is instantly being moved toward you. You continue gratitude for it will magnetize it all the way into your life.
This is also the most interesting part about this chapter, is that it's a very fun exercise. You can create a magic board, you can stick it on a whiteboard, you can stick it on a chart paper, you can stick it on if you have a study table, the board is there. So all you have to do is you have to collect pictures related with your dreams. Okay. And once you've collected, I would suggest collect some colorful pictures, because when we see the colors, it becomes more real. Okay, and try to take the glazed paper printouts so that it doesn't get spoiled and it will stay for a longer period of time wherever you are sticking. Okay, so you can, I mean, what I have done is I have done it on a whiteboard. I have stuck pictures, I have cut pictures, and very important for you to write thank you, thank you, thank you with big bold letters wherever you want to place it. And also, if you can, you can write this affirmation which we always say, yes, I am the winner. You can also write I can, I must, I am. So I can, whatever, in whichever dream related with whichever dream you can write, and you can complete this sentence. So be as creative as you can, because that's why it's called the magic board, na? So the more and more creativity you will put into this board, the more and more real it will be, and the more faster you will be able to manifest your dreams. So you can make it as a family project if you feel like. Otherwise, if you feel no, I just want to do it individually, I want to do it on my own, you can do that also. And just, it's not imagine, but your magic board is truly magical, because whatever you place a picture of on your board, it's drawn towards you, it just actually walks towards you. And your continued gratitude, it's not that you will do a gratitude one day, or maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe for 3 days, maybe for 4 days, maybe for a week, maybe for 15 days. No, it's a concentrated practice, a continuous practice, every single day. And I'll tell you a secret, the time when you can do it, everybody just listen to me, when you are in that in between sleep state, supposing it's during the daytime, you're taking a power nap since you are having your holidays right now, or in the night when you are just about to sleep, when you're feeling sleepy and you are awake also, so that time visualize your dreams. Also, if you're waking up in the night for some reason, and that time just sit quietly on the bed for some 2 3 minutes, and just keep on visualizing your dreams. So I mean, not only once twice, but every single moment the dream should be there with you. That's the reason the picture which we saw in the beginning, that it's there with you wherever you go, the dream list is there with you wherever you go. And you have to be so attached to your dreams that actually you can feel that it is there with you. The moment you start feeling that, by the power of your visualization, by the power of your imagination, then in no time the dreams will become true. Okay, so please continue.
Magic practice number 13. Make all your wishes come true. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that blessing as you can. Number 2. Sit down at a computer or with a pen and journal and list your top 10 desires. Write thank you 3 times a day before each one, as though you've already received it. For example, thank you, thank you, thank you for your desire. Using your imagination, answer the following questions in your mind, as though you received each of your 10 desires. What emotions did you feel when you received your desire? 2. Who was the first person you told when you received your desire, and how did you tell them? 3. What is the first great thing you did when you received your desire? Include as much as detail as you can in your mind. 4. Finally, reread the sentence listing your desire and really emphasize the magic words thank you, thank you, thank you, so that you feel them as much as you can. If you like, create a magic board, cut out pictures and attach them to your magic board and put it in a place you see often. Title the board with thank you, thank you, thank you in big bold letters across the top. Number 6. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Thank you, Kashvi, for reading the chapter so beautifully for us. Thank you so much. So, my invitation to all of you is that please, please, please make the vision board or the magic board as fast as you can. I know there will be some limitations of the printouts or because of the lockdown, if that is there, but make sure that you give your best effort and then the result is okay. I mean, it's fine, whatever, but do give your best efforts to just take the cutouts of the pictures. Take your time to choose the pictures. First is you'll write your dream list, and each time you see the vision board, it should remind you of your dreams. The power of the vision board is that at any time you see the pictures, it will remind you of your dreams, and it should become so living in front of you. As I told you, you can write the affirmations on the board, and also very important for you to do a concentrated gratitude. Okay, so and I would suggest each one of you to make your vision board and take a picture of it and post it in a group, as in how you complete your vision board. So the today's magical practice is complete, and now we have the sharings. Anybody has any sharings? Yes. You already unmuted, Kashvi.
Yeah. Ma'am, I have a question that in the magic board, if we can take a printout that is completely white, just the border is there, and then color it, because the printer at my dad's office doesn't remove the colorful prints, so that I will color it myself.
You know what, Kashvi, you can do that, but if you feel that you can get it done somewhere else, because this vision board you're going to create once only, you're not going to keep on recreating the vision board. Okay, till
Yeah, ma'am, I know, but
your dreams. So see whatever is okay with you. My suggestion will be that you can, I mean, if you're good at coloring and painting, you could do that. You can do that also. But see whatever is okay with you. You can do whatever you want to. Okay.
and ma'am, my other question was that when the magical practices will end, so will the gratitude also end, or the gratitude has to stay forever?
How, I mean, which magical practices, whatever we are doing every day.
Yeah, so once we've ended it, the gratitude every day will be just to count your blessings, or we have to do the magical practices each day, the ones we
On
read.
day 30th, na? We'll see that on day 30th.
Okay.
This chapter, whatever is being said, you just focus on that. The chapter will tell us, day 30, the last day of the chapter will tell us how to go about it in future. So don't think about it right now. Okay, just think about the vision board and your dream list and how to fulfill them. Okay, so for those of you on the call who have done the magic book session earlier, any one of you there who have fulfilled your dream list from the top 10 dreams? Anybody here? Yes. Those of you have already done the magic book session. You had written your top 10 dreams and you made your vision board. Any one of you have received your wishes? Have you fulfilled your wishes from the top 10 dreams? Of course, you've got many magics, but that is okay. If have you fulfilled your wishes from those top 10 points, the dreams, the wishes? Anybody? Yes, no? So if you haven't, then you need to work more on your gratitude. If you haven't, it's a feedback for you that you need to work, you need to be more and more grateful. Is that clear? So you might be feeling very happy, you might be feeling very joyous, but if your dreams have not come true, that means that your level of gratitude has not gone up so much that your dreams are becoming true. So who's written, I achieved too? Who's written this? Brishti, you've got two of them. Okay, lovely, lovely. Nice. So one is the cycle one which you shared. And the other was your father, na? Okay, okay. Anybody else? Lovely, Brishti. So keep on visualizing your dreams so that all your wishes come true. And you've added two more dreams. Have you cancelled them and you've added two more dreams? Lovely, lovely. Awesome, Rishti, awesome. Keep on doing whatever the way you're going ahead, and may you be blessed with more and more wishes that come true. So yes, I think we'll do the visualization someday, maybe when the chapter is small, of the dreams. Okay. So anybody else has any sharings? Somebody had, Vyom has disappeared. Vyom wanted to share, na? In the beginning, he had a magic, he said. Okay, so then we can end today's session. Can we end today's session? Or anybody else has any questions? So thank you. Okay, here you want to ask, yeah. You have a sharing or you have a question? Yeah, I'm unmuting you. Please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am, I have both sharing and a question.
Yeah, please.
Because my father has asked me that even he is doing the magical practices with me. So he asked that when the office get open, can we write the blessings and the other magical practice at night or at evening of that day?
So if your father has attended all the sessions, is he hearing all the sessions?
Ma'am, like he will read the magic book.
I can talk only of those people who are attending the sessions. I don't know now how much he has received. So I can't say anything.
Okay, and I have a sharing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, there was a uncle and he sells ice cream. So today he came at like 3 o'clock that, and I wanted to eat ice cream. So before also I used to take ice cream with him. So when I took 3 ice creams from him, and then I thought of giving, like he used to come at my house and give ice cream. So I thought I will be grateful for him, and I gave 100 rupees more to him, and he felt very happy. And his family is at Pune, and he felt very happy and he started to cry. I felt very happy, and he was like he was grateful for me, and he started crying.
Wow. That's a very nice thing you did here. Thank you. Thank you. What you just shared was really powerful. And you know how much blessings you must have got from that ice cream vendor. He must be, I mean, it was a real good thought and a good gesture what you did. Very grateful. Thank you. Thank you, Iya, for sharing. Keep on doing such things.
Thank you, ma'am.
So actually,
Yes,
you started a circle from your end, and whatever goes around comes around. Okay, but not you
Yes.
didn't do with an intention of getting it back, but you just did it because
Yes.
that's very pure thought. Very beautiful. Lovely. Thank you for sharing here. Yes, anybody else has any sharing? Okay, so then we can end today's session. Thank you, everyone. Have a magical day, have a magical night, and enjoy till we meet tomorrow. Thank you.